for assembling here in search of truth, in search of true values of our life, in search of a sort of spiritual knowledge, which is mandatory. Spiritual knowledge is mandatory for every one of us. Spiritual knowledge is nothing but spiritual science. Spiritual science is the science of self. Spirit is equal to self. Spirit is known as self. Self is known as soul. Soul is known as Atma in Sanskrit. Sanskrit language is there, which is mother of all languages, known worldwide. So spiritual wisdom or spiritual knowledge is only the savior of mankind to be free from ignorance. All other categories of education, whatever we are undergoing, whatever we are coming into contact with, are all only for some purposes. They have what individual purpose of each science, for each science. Any science you take, it has got a limited purpose for that. So all put together at one side, we can call physical sciences. It may have various sciences. The computer science, it limits to the knowledge of computer functioning. Mathematical, it goes only to speak about the mathematics. Confined, limit is there for that. Any other sciences, whatever you say, organic, chemistry, physics, metallurgy, or this and that, there is so many sciences we can have. All are parts learned in isolation or learned in pieces. So all physical sciences are about each part, not together. But spiritual science is put together. Spiritual science incorporates all sciences because the spirit is the cause for every activity in the humanity. So all activities are dependent on the knowledge. What knowledge? In fact, our own identity is the base knowledge. We should know. So how we are working. Then we can improve our working, isn't it? Yeah, we should know what is our capacity. Then we can put into action. So whatever we know, we put into implementation. Yes or no? If we do not know, we cannot. So that is the reason. The first and foremost science is the spiritual science. So the spiritual science, yesterday, we have discussed about it. We have discussed actually what is the science. In Sanskrit, we have taken the name as Shastra. We understood the Shastra is meant for removing ignorance of the humanity in terms of its activities, in terms of leading a better human life and achieving the purpose for which we come here, and everything is possible in a right way if we know our identity. That is, if we know the spiritual subjects. Yesterday we discussed about it, and for the various topics are there related to that, allied to that. Okay. Such as Adhyatmik Shastra, spiritual science again. No, it is divided into broadly into two categories. One is physical as well as in non-physical. What is that non-physical science? Which is not in the shape of a thing, which is called nothing. Nothing is spiritual science. Nothing means what? People think nothing means there is nothing in that. There is no, it is empty, the people say, but it is not empty. So this is the spiritual science. What is that? Nothing is spiritual science. Kindly understand this. Nothing. What is meaning of nothing in English? No plus thing. NO plus thing. Thing is object, isn't it? Thing is object which we can see through. But when it is not there, it is called no thing. It is as simple as that. Everybody can understand. No things are there. But what is available? There is energy, there is invisible energy is there. The whole, everywhere, the energy is there. Nothing is only devoid of things, visible things only. That is called nothing. But invisible thing, a lot is there. A lot and lot and lot. How to understand this? Spiritual science, my dear masters. You see how uh, we are bound to know certain things, like this. We simply take it, brush it aside, nothing. Nothing is the most valuable thing. What is that? Energy inside. Invisible energy is there, which is making us speak, which is making every species go into activity. My dear masters, this is the secret of the universe. People think that we are nobody. You are everybody. Kindly understand that. So that science, yesterday we discussed some part of that. uh, and that will be supported by various details in yesterday's class also. In the regular class, you will come to know the full text of that. Adhyatmik Shastra also. Bhautik Shastra we have seen, and Adhyatmik Shastra, which contains two parts again. Adhi plus Atma. Adhyatma has got two. Adhyasma is a term in Sanskrit, my dear master. It is called spiritual science. When you see the meaning of the words Adhyatma, it is composed of two words again. Adi plus Atma. Adi means mind. That is the science of mind, psychology. And Atma is the pure energy, which is not visible. And making everyone available, making everyone active. That is called energy. Invisible energy. Energy is not visible. You take any energy, electrical energy you take, mechanical energy you take, whatever sort of energy you take is not visible, isn't it? A lot of energies are there. Numberless energies we have categorized, classified, but all put together is called spirit. We will understand this in the regular courses. There is a topic on energy system, how energy is understood, how energy works, how we are manufactured of that. So that secrets we should know. Then our story starts, then our performance starts. Okay. Then we dance like anything. When once you know that, go where you can achieve anything. So that was yesterday's topic. And today I deviate the subject so that next the completeness of the yesterday's class will be done in the regular course. Now, one more that sort of subjects, divine matrix. We have to see how the universe is structured. We should know how a man is composed of. We should know the sun. How universe is manufactured. We should know. And what is the physical science and what is the spiritual science? What is the correlation? What is the relativity? And what the physical scientists and what is the spiritual scientists? They are thinking about it. There are so many physical scientists out there and so many spiritual scientists out there working tirelessly, And most of the physical scientists, they work with open eyes. Okay. So they became physical scientists. And spiritual scientists always close their eyes to work because they work on invisible things, inner journey. They make inner journey. This investigation is known in Sanskrit as Antarikshana, my dear masters. Antarikshana. This is a Sanskrit term. Don't worry about it. The language may be anything, but the meanings are very important for every one of all of us of this globe. Antarikshana means what? Ikshana means seeing. That's what we say. We have to see. Antarikshana means you have to see inside. That is making your journey inner side. So you have to see inside the body. The outside you are seeing 24 hours, okay, you know that because the eyes are there that always they open up and they see through only external things. In our Vedas, they have explained this sort of things, Bahir Indriyani Paran Pashyantina Antaratman. Kaschit Dhiraha Tyagaksha. Kaschit Dhiraha. Only some people only can see internally. All other people they can see only externally. Because these Indriyas, the organs of our body, are capable of seeing external things, not internal things. That's why we are unable to see inner side, what we are. My dear masters, we are all insiders, we are not external people. You are all thinking internally. I can only see your physical body externally, but I cannot see what you are thinking. But you are there inside the body, physical body. I can't see Koteshwarao Garu. Koteshwarao's physical body only I can see. Koteshwarao is inside. He is thinking something. The person who is thinking is Koteshwarao. That is the mind, basically. This is the spiritual science. You should understand that. Nobody can understand anybody. That is why kindly understand this. Because when you are aware of spiritual science, you will be much more understanding this sort of equation. We cannot understand anybody. Don't underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate anybody. Everybody has got his own values of life, his own thinking machinery inside. Everybody is capable of thinking to the extent of his own capacity. You understand? You are that. We are not the physical body. This is the ultimate truth. Once Gautama Buddha was questioned, some lay people, my dear masters, kindly listen. Gautama Buddha was an enlightened master on the Indian soil. Some 2,500 years ago, he got enlightened. And very recently, the entire world has performed the Enlightenment Day. There is Buddha Purnima. Buddha Purnima. We conducted that. Many parts of the globe, they know him because of his enlightenment. That person was questioned by lay people, Mr. Buddha. Tell me, are you a sannyasi? Are you a family holder? Are you a man? Tell me who you are. The man questioned him, oh, my dear master, who are you? Are you a sannyasi? Buddha says, no. He said, I am not a sannyasi. Well, I already got married. I have my children, I have to go back again. I am on some purpose here. Don't make me sannyasi. Then are you a god? No, I am not a god. Then are you a man? Oh, I am not a man. He said, I am not a man. I am not a god. Then are you a teacher? No, I am not a teacher. Then whatever you say, I am not, he was telling. Then who are you, Baba? You tell us first. Then Buddha said, I am neither of them, whatever you have mentioned, but I am only awareness. That's awareness. I am conscious. See, I am consciousness. That is consciousness. That is what you are. Kindly understand that. How to understand the consciousness? You are the example for that. Everyone is evidence for his own consciousness. Kindly understand this. Spirituality is nothing but the story of that consciousness. It has nothing to do with any religion, nothing to do with any height and weight of a person, nothing to do with the akara of any person, nothing to do with any caste of the person or group of person or a creed or whatever he does. That is nothing to do with that. Pure consciousness, capacity in a human being to understand something is called consciousness. If you are able to perceive things, you have consciousness. That consciousness is named as self. That self is called spirit. And the science of the spirit is called spiritual science. This is what we are supposed to do, supposed to understand. This is what a spiritual scientist is searching for this. And lot of science has evolved. A lot of spiritual scriptures are there. A lot of sciences, huge science it is. Very huge science. My dear masters, we should be aware of that. If you want to be a great personality, a loving personality, a noble personality, okay, a wise personality, with wisdomfulness. If you want to do some great work, which has got large impact on the large sections of the people, for the good of everyone, if you want to work, we must raise our consciousness to the larger extent. That is what spiritual science is all about, my dear master. Or else, our actions will be limited. Our consciousness will be limited. Our activity will be limited. Our thinking will be limited. And naturally, the results also are limited. So, limitlessness is called spirituality. Spirit is called. Yesterday, I was telling, or somewhere I was telling, what is the limitlessness? What is the spirit? Spirit is nothing but Satyam Gnanam Ananta. That is love, light, and power. Yesterday I have been explaining this. Kindly, again we repeat. Satyam Gnanam Ananta. Love, light, and power. Sat Chit Ananda. See, this is the target of spiritual science. Sat is self, Chit means mind. Sat and Chit, both if they unite, if they are aligned, there the bliss is outcome. A wonderful formula is given to the people of spiritual science. So now, with this background, with this importance of this very huge science, I would like you to introduce and give you some better a sense of videos. I will give you some sort of subject by videos so that you can understand fully about the divine structure in a short time. Okay. For today's class. It is not fully I cannot cover today, but in the regular classes we can do it, but you can have a glimpse of that, what you are going to get for good knowledge of that. I will share the screen. My dear masters, I think you have the wider screen before you. You are able to see? Anyone of you?
Yes, sir. We are able to see.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the ethical and yogic excellence, we must have excellence in a yogic way, and it should be powerful, ethical. It should be under spiritual dictums, according to Shastra. It should be there. Okay. The divine matrix. This will be the second lesson for regular classes. See, what is this divine matrix of this universe? How the whole gamut of universe is standing before us, and we are part of that. So these are the subjects what we are going to discuss in the regular class. It will be very interesting. I will just check up. This is the divine matrix. The cosmology. Okay. In the cosmology, so many matters are there. All are physical, visible objects. The sun. The universe is visible thing. The universe is a physical matter. And who has kept this physical matter there? That is what the subject of spiritual science. How this universe is formed, that is the subject of spiritual science. One should know, isn't it? Many people are eager to know that. Now, what is the common answer for you? No common man will say that God is the creator. He creates everything. We know it. So he is the God. Then again, is the age-old question without any answer, passed on from ages to ages. Who is God? Where is God? The subject of God we'll discuss tomorrow, my dear masters. Today we'll see how the universe is manufactured. Tomorrow about its creator. Let us discuss. For understanding, what this course is all about. Just I'm giving you a glimpse of that. It is the cosmic web that connecting physicality, spirituality, miracles, time, space, field, quantum physics, belief, imagination, concentration, nature, relationship, everything in our life. That is called energy. It is composed of energy. The whole cosmic web, how the cosmology is suspended in the skies. You know how sun is suspended in the sky. The moon is there, stars are there. So many bodies are all in the cosmos. How they are not getting dropped. And our earth is also rotating. All these things are suspended. And what is this? Secrets of this. So when once you are just trying to catch uh, the secret of this, we will look with all sorts of books. You take any kind of book in the physicality, you cannot come to a conclusion. So the spiritual science is very, very essential for that part. Physical science cannot solve the mystery of nature, my dear masters. Kindly understand this. Physical science cannot solve the mystery of nature, since we ourselves are part of the mystery. How a man can find out? Man himself is a part of spirituality, is a part of mystery, is a part of universe, part of everything. He himself is a part. How can he understand that? Man cannot see his own face. How? He himself is a part of that. How can he see himself? So we have to solve that because we are part of that. We have to solve that. No other things can solve it. When we understand ourselves, if you are understanding who you are, then everything will be solved. Oh, this is the secret. When we understand ourselves and our consciousness, we also understand nature and the separation disappears. Then you will understand, I am different, you are different. That is the thinking now. Now, when you understand who you are, then you will say, there is no barrier between you and I. There is no barrier between me and the nature and the universe. Everything is same. So that is the words, they are coming from the one physicist called Max Planck in 1858 and 1947. There was a lot of halagola, there was a lot of study on this, and they have ruled out one person, one physicist has ruled this. When we understand ourselves and our consciousness, my dear masters, kindly understand a physical scientist gave this kind of statement. When we understand ourselves and our consciousness, we also understand nature and the separation. When we understand the nature and what we are, then the separation between these two will disappear. Otherwise, we think that I am different, you are different, that is different, everything is different. Physical science cannot investigate the consciousness. It has no instrument to measure spiritual data. My dear masters, kindly understand that physical science has got its own limitations. It cannot investigate the consciousness. People can only see the neurological factors, only the effect they are studying, but not the soul, but not the substratum they cannot find out. They can't see the mind, but only the effect of mind they can study. That's all the neurological sciences, biological sciences, microbiological sciences, all sorts of metaphysical sciences, everything, they can only read the effect of the originality. The spirit's effect only can be studied. But spirit as such cannot be studied. As you cannot see the mind, you cannot study that. You cannot see the soul, you cannot study that. And to study that, you should understand how to go internally. You have to travel internally, where they are both situated. And that is the study of spiritual science. You can you can study mind and soul also, provided you make an internal journey. There is a methodology for that, and it is explained in spiritual science, and that is called meditation. So much of importance is there, so much of importance. Man is not aware of that. Physical science can study only waking state of man, and that too. My dear masters, kindly understand, we are all with physical sciences. But at the same time, I warn you, don't infer that physical science is something of smaller importance or something not useful or something not equally important. Everything is important. Physical science also is important as much as spiritual science. So don't infer without proper understanding. After the end of the course, you will understand what is the status of both the sciences. But in between, suppose when I speak from spiritual science is great, don't conclude that physical science is inferior. Wrong inference. Okay. So all the spiritual science and physical sciences, every study is like that. Nothing is unimportant here. Everything is important. Everything is divine. Physical science is a part of spiritual science. Okay, my dear master. And physical science has got some limitations. It only explains about the waking state. When you are opening the eyes, then your physical science will work for you, isn't it? When you close the eyes, when you are sleeping, where is the question of your physical science? Nothing is there, no universe is there for you. Then there is a question of physical science. But still you are there. Okay, you understand? You cannot ignore spiritual science like physical science. Still you are there, you are sleeping, you are there. You are in Turiya state, you are there. Did you follow? In meditation, you are there. But physical science is not there in meditation. You are there. In sleeping mode, no physical science. Understood? So we have got four kinds of status or states of mind. One is awakened, that is Jagrata Avastha. In Sanskrit, we call Jagrat. People who can understand, we can also take benefit out of that. That's why I am giving some Sanskrit terms. Conscious state is called Jagrata state. And then sleeping mode, that is called Nidra Avastha. Nidra means sleeping mode. When you are in sleeping mode, there is no question of physical science with you at all, isn't it? Okay. And then dreams state also is there, Swapnavastha. You will have a dream world altogether different. There is no physical science there. It is all dream world. It's quite different from this. And then there is the Turiya state is there, where there is no sleep, no dream. That is absolutely the existence of your spirit. It is a place for spirit. At that time, you will be the spirit, where you are neither sleeping nor you are dreaming. Is there, or nor you are in a waking state. So this is fourth state, that is called Chaturtham Manyate. Tam Indriyam Chaturtham. Chaturtham is fourth one. You understand? So in these four states, physical science is only about one state. The remaining three states belong to spiritual science. My dear master, kindly understand that. If we are not learning spiritual science, then we do not know the sleeping mode, we don't know the dream state, we don't know the atmic state also. 3 years. You understand? So the spirit is beyond the science. Okay. And a scientist is extrovert. A physical scientist is extrovert. A spiritual scientist is introvert. Introvert means antaprayana, antarikshana. Inner journey, they are able to go. And physical scientists, they can't close the eyes and make journey. They are only in the waking state, they are working. All physical scientists are working. But many spiritual scientists or trying to understand the spiritual aspects. But with open eyes, it is very difficult to perceive. It's not possible. But still, efforts are going on. Whatever facts they are found, we are finding some statements from them because after all, they are made up of spiritual science. Every human has got the Atma inside, so that wisdom is always working somewhere. The trace of that is there in the physical body. They are all made up of the same content as we are made. Everyone is made of same Atma. So everybody is spiritual. There is no difference at all. Everyone is spiritual. They may say, I am not spiritual. That is because of ignorance. That's it. When once he understands, he will say, yes, I am spiritual. It is like that. So this is what there's a lot of things are there. All these things you will be understanding in the regular class, my dear masters. So there are so much of information we are giving, we are trying to give the people so that they will stick to the correct lifestyle. The lifestyle will be coming on the foundation of lot of wisdom. So wisdom makes everything possible. So like this, Albert Einstein, up to the Albert Einstein, we can learn, all the physical scientists, what they do, what they are speaking about the spirituality. See, many of the people, they want evidence for everything. So that's the reason spiritual science is not on the surface of the society. Why? Because people say, no, show the evidence. Show the evidence. What is the evidence for you? You yourself are the evidence for your existence. Otherwise, if you lose your Atma, you will be going into decay. That's it. You are unseen. They know, they understand, but still they are, the science wants, I want to see, Then only I can make a record like this. So that is how, we are stuck up. Actually, a lot of science has evolved from the ancient times. All the people, they have studied. First, they used to give this kind of education to the children. That is called Akshasa. Akshara means which does not perish. Na Ksharati is a Sanskrit term, my dear master. Na Kshara. Ksharati means that vanishes. Na Ksharati, it is negative. That means it does not perish. It's a permanent issue. Okay. So that is the permanent thing, Akshara. So you have to be given the education of the permanent things, not temporary things. Temporary thing, it will stay only for some time, but which is not perishing. It is lost long. That is called truth. Truth does not perish. That is the reason why spiritual science is all about the permanent things, Shashvata, Akshara, Nakshara. So this is the spiritual science is Akshara. Then once you understand that, you will understand that you don't have any sort of temporary nature in you. You are permanent. That is what. And that sort of science are explained by Albert Einstein also. At last, he understood. Yes, there is a question of energy system is there and the energy is inside the matter. He understood. And he gave the formula is here, E is equal to mc square. E is equal to mc square. E means energy and M is matter into circumstances. Under certain circumstances of the velocity, light and power, the things will change into energy. Energy will change into matter. So there is something in the matter. Matter is not empty. It is filled up with energy. Can you understand that? When energy is there, the matter will be visible. If matter is not visible, then it becomes energy. That's if there is nothing, means energy is there. If some matter is there, then the energy inside the matter. If physical body is moving, there is energy inside the physical body. If the physical body is not there, then there is energy which is invisible. So this is how we have to our sciences will explain how we can understand easily. So these are the interconnectivity of the space and matter. the spherical in and out. So the energy vibrations will be like this. One is just entering, another one is exiting. Okay. Entry and exit, and being together, both at a time, that is called life. Okay. So that is called vibration. Understand? So there are so many sciences are there. Then I will only show you some divine matrix is there. Then I will show you some geometry, sacred geometry. I'll show you for 3-4 minutes video so that you can understand the complexity of the structures. Okay, how the uniform, how this universe is formed now. Sacred geometry. Geometry means geological sciences. One point, unity and duality. Unity is consciousness. One consciousness. Yes, masters. So you have seen in this video that consciousness is getting split. One becomes two, two to four, like the cell division takes place, and the formation of the universe is understandable by this study of the consciousness particle. Okay. From unity, duality has come into being. Okay. Hats off to the person who has investigated and invented and understood this nature of the conscious division. Okay. Mr. Charles Gilchrist from US, he has investigated, he has spent a lot of his lifetime for this, and he could understand the division of the consciousness, and he has made the video. Hats off to him. We'll go to the next video. And you can see this video that it will give you some sort of idea about construction of the universe. Whole universe you can understand. The radius also is indicated in the top. You can see that is the radius of the solar planets, the Mars, the Venus, 12,500 kilometers. Earth is there, around 13,000 kilometers radius. Yes, masters. You have seen, the giant status size of the planets, energy fields, and then universes, multi-universes. See, these are all how it is structured, Only from consciousness it has come out of that. By division, by division, by division. So, my dear masters, again we have to hats off to the persons. Now we have captured this sort of video, for universal education. So, we must thank them. And now this sort of breathing, the consciousness and breathing, they are interlinked. The effect of consciousness is breathing. In this video, you can see, you can see yes, my dear masters, you saw, the earth is breathing. Everything has to breathe. The vibrationary effect of the breathing is only the part of the subject and the content of consciousness. Consciousness is nothing but breathing. So, everywhere breathing, and the science of breathing is called spiritual science. It is nothing, anything concerning with the religions of the people. No. Every person who is breathing has to learn this, because the science of breathing is called spiritual science. So with this, just I will be showing you the lost video. It's only some 3 minutes. And this is the video on the Albert Einstein. You know, Albert Einstein is the latest physical scientist, who has given the spirituality in a mathematical formula. E is equal to mc square, which has been accepted worldwide as on today. So, which was not at all striking in the earlier times. In the ancient times, people believed that it is no energy, it is only mechanical things. That's it. It's only a solid. Then from mechanical, they came to physical sciences, physics it is. Light and heat, they say. Then from there, they came to understand, no, it is quantum physics. It is like that. And from quantum physics, as on today, they are coming to understand that energy is interchangeable. Understand? So this is the scientist who has worldly, world acclaim, for giving the wonderful truths.
If language is to lead at all to understanding, there must be rules concerning the relations between the signs on the one hand, and on the other hand, there must be a stable correspondence between signs and impressions.
My dear masters, if I had not absolute faith in the harmony of creation, I would not have tried for 30 years to express this in mathematical formula. So I has been understanding the core science is consciousness, is intuition. Without that, nothing is possible. So everything is only founded on the substratum of the reality of the existence, that is consciousness. That is called breathing. Okay. That's what he accepted, he acknowledged. If we want to improve the world, we cannot do it with scientific knowledge, but with ideals. Confucius, Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi have done more for humanity than science has done. This is what he is revealed, actually, of lot of experiments in his life with the truth. So we should understand, and every science is as much important as the other. As the universe is very important, as the breathing also is so important, because the universe itself breathes, isn't it? Okay, masters. Yeah, now the time is coming close. So this is all about it for today. For just like that I have given, but a lot of explanation is there before all these slides we'll have to discuss of what the other physical scientists have been telling us. Immanuel Kant is a very genius on the Earth planet, metaphysical sciences, and so many other matters are there. Newton, what are his laws of physical sciences? He has given lot of information, lot of things are there. And we also understand what is the spiritual perspective of all these physical sciences, and what is the, how we can understand by internal journey, what is the internal journey? This is meditation, how those things also we'll understand. Okay. Ishavashyamidagam sarvam. Yes. So the Vedic knowledge of the Indian wisdom also is helping us to understand the totality of the human existence, totality of the human excellence. All those things we should be equipped with, isn't it? So these are all the things which we will learn in the regular Akhanda Mandala Akaram. So we will explain all those things. These are all things are there, self speaks. Self is made up of so many things are there. So these are all the vast information is available. Huge science is there, my dear masters, to understand. So let us uh, attend this in the regular course. Everything will be revealed to you. And we'll also provide you all this information just like that in the PPTs, and everything will be with you. You can refer to whenever you wish to, because this is not a question of any sort of hiding things or all those things. Everything is beautifully given to you, and you can use at any time. And the only thing is that you should make best use of that. That's it. The academy wants everyone use it. That's it. Okay, masters. Now we will come to close it. Tomorrow topic is very interesting. Again, I will tell you, because tomorrow also we cannot show the entire subject, but thing is that you can understand what the subject is all about. Tomorrow you will be understanding who is the creator of this. That is what everybody is in bottom of their heart, they wish to know. Every one of us, very curious about to know who is God, where is God. It's a miraculous mystery. It is mystery. Where is God? Everybody says God is there, God is there. Where is that? You show? Nobody can do it. And this question remains ageless times, right from immemorial times, the question persists. Who am I? Who are you? No answers. Only questions are there going on from time to time. Again, they are becoming more puzzles. That's it. But without any proper reply. People understood, but somehow, the society is not able to follow it. So these factors, this sort of secrets have been made very easy by Brahmarshi Patriji. Hats off to him on this day. We remember him. 1,000 times we have to remember him because of his help to the humanity. All of us, we are all enlightened because of him. Hats off to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji for his enormous oceanic wisdom, that going to give a light of that. We are enough, we are thankful to him. Just we are very grateful to him. Even a glimpse of that, if we are able to catch it up, fine. We'll come out of the sort of misery of the life. We will lead very useful and easy life. Okay, that is what the academy expects. Every one of us on this planet, be happy, be easy in living things, and be very easy to mingle with others. Find out who the other person is. Don't have any barriers with them. In the house and in the market, there is no difference. Vasudha eva eka kutumbakam. This is all what we want to bring about to the surface of the society. They should know. And many people, they don't have, for want of time, this and that. A lot of, they may not have some circumstances to listen to the truth, and etc. But somehow, they are in miseries. Equally, educated people are in miseries. Uneducated people are in miseries. All these things, illusory life is there. They are all victims of all this illusion and delusion in the life. We will discuss what is illusion and delusion. You will come to know, and we'll, as far as possible, we'll speak about what is needed for every human in totality. Okay. So with this, I conclude my talk for today, and I again extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you to have listened to me for this hour, and my also wish to you to please let everybody around you know this. You convey it to your friends, relatives, and everybody. So let them come, let them come and have a glimpse of this. Let them hear about it. Afterwards, let them decide whether to expand their knowledge or not. First, take the seed, then the plant will grow on its own. So we cannot give the tree for you, but we can give you certainly the seed of that. So that is what our effort. And tomorrow is a very great lesson. We will explain to you how to understand the God. Where is the God? Everything we know. You will be apparently visit. You will be understanding in toto. I believe that. And I request all of you, please be here without any missing out. And as I told you, communicate to every person as far as you know, okay, as far as you can. Thank you very much. And I leave it to Koteshwaraji. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak to your friends. Now it is for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for the sharing of your wonderful knowledge from the Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy. So now I request if anybody wants to share any thoughts or if any have questions, we can do it for 5 minutes. Then afterwards we will close it.
Yeah, Sahitya. Yes, you can speak.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sahitya from Dubai. Thank you so much. It's an honor to attend this class. Sivaramappa Garu, thank you so much.
Right, sir. Thanks, madam.
Thank you, Koteswar Rao, sir, for organizing this. Thank you, Shrikant Garu. I just want to show the gratitude to today for coming classes. Hope all my doubts will be cleared with immense knowledge. And it's an unknown knowledge today. It was like new world. So fully. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
madam.
so much.
Yes, madam. It is an unknown science.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Because in education, what we have learned, it's different from this. Yeah.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Welcome. Anyone? Any more people? Everyone should open up, speak on, because speaking is an exclusive faculty, facility to the humanity.
Excellent
Now
class,
that-
Sivaram Garu. Very nice class. Enjoyed the class. What are the it really opened up the complete subject in a brief manner, understandable manner. You have described the complete physical science, spiritual science, combining together. Excellent class. I think in the next classes we will get much more information. I'm
Yes.
very much thankful to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Nanaji Garandi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, because you log in with Sai Satya. That's why we couldn't recognize you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
very nice class.
He's Nanaji. He's our organizer, sir. Nanaji.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So you are happy. If you are happy, everybody is happy.
Yes, sir. Excellent.
Any more masters? Everyone should speak. Make it a point. Either yes or no, that is a different issue. Whatever it is now, whatever a bit, you should express.
Yeah, if everyone can open their videos, it will be nice. We can just see you and you can see us. You're already seeing. Yes, Venkat. We have our friend Venkat here. Yes,
Okay.
Venkat. Yeah,
Venkat.
Just unmute yourself and you can speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Venkat. Tell me.
Yeah, It was really very good session. Actually, you brought sort of unknown things which we already means we have seen in life, but we never know about the real facts in our life. Actually, which he just brought it all that things into limelight there. It was a very good session throughout the. I enjoyed a lot. Srikanth, on a separate note, I just request to any possibility of starting a meditation class exclusively for ours, as like what we did in the previously some years back. Remember?
Yeah. We will plan
Just
shortly.
Konda- Actually, our the Konda Reddy was used to conduct classes in Skype. I remember that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Mr. Mantha.
Now the class is meant that you have to start for yourself. See, everything, we should take over. Everything, at the maximum time, at the minimum time and maximum possible things, we should start doing for ourselves. Earlier they have done, they have done their job. Now you have to take over. From you again, somebody should take over. Like that, this is all unity. This is all yogic work from one person to another person. So Venkatram Garu, you have given a good idea for all the people to start everything. Okay. Anyway, we will be at that. Definitely, we will all together we do group meditation and all those things. Every class we will be having meditation here also for 15 minutes. And gradually what happened? Everybody should become Venkataraman. That's what we want.
Okay.
Yes. Nice of you.
Yes, friend. Just to recap, like yesterday, today, and tomorrow will be the demo classes thing. Like we have organized 2 days. That means yesterday, today, and tomorrow we have allocated for the demo classes. It is just like a tester. Like if you are going to a supermarket and you want to test a new perfume, so you will find a tester there, and you will take the tester and you will use it. And after smelling it, like if the fragrance is good, you will purchase that perfume. In the similar manner, so these 3 days will give you a brief glimpse about like how the regular classes are going to be, which will be starting from 13th of May.
Yes.
So these
No,
3 days, like Dr. Shivarampa Garu has shown like how the regular classes will be and how interesting it is going to be. And you have seen like how he's expressing himself, and through his videos, through his PPT presentations, is very much expressive. And he's an international well-known speaker, and he has organized many sessions across the globe. And he has been awarded a doctorate recently, and also the Brahmarshi title by the Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. So let us give him a big round of applause for this achievement. And it is a great honor that today we have such a great personality with us, sharing the knowledge on the spiritual science. And thank you very much, sir, for taking out time and reaching all of us here in UAE and helping us with your immense knowledge, what you are acquired from the past so many years. And he is also the vice president for the Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy, and also the founder member. And so he has so many things in his kitty. So he is very simple person, and like he is the replica of how a pyramid master should be. So he thinks so many things, and he gives credit to all the team members, everything. But he is involved in so many things. He's a very busy person, but for sharing of knowledge with everyone, he comes forward and he organizes this kind of sessions. He is a very simple person, and personally, really, I have learned many things from him. And from past one plus year, I am connected with him, and before that also I was connected with him. But past from 1.5 year, I am very much connected with him, and I am learning so many things from Dr. Shivarampa. So then I suggest that you should attend these classes, and since he's there, and we'll learn lot many things from him. So yes, friends, and if you want to, anyone wants to share, you can share.
So now one thing I have to announce, Koteshwar Garu as well as Srikant Garu and all other people. Because I know, so tomorrow I may not be able to attend the class, and the same class will be done next day. You got the point.
Okay.
Tomorrow we will not have the class. Sunday, no, tomorrow. So tomorrow we have
Tomorrow is Saturday.
unexpected
Saturday,
program.
sir. Yeah, Sunday we will have the class.
Yes, Sunday we will have.
Sunday we will.
Tomorrow, yeah, 8th we don't have the class.
Okay.
8th,
Okay,
8th is we don't have the class. Tomorrow we don't have the class.
Tomorrow we will not.
At the same time, next day we'll continue. 3 days we'll do this. Next
Yeah.
day. 9th we'll complete this. Instead of 8th, it will be 9th. Okay. And then regular class will be just like that.
13th, from 13th we are starting the regular.
Yes, that will start as it is. This
Yeah,
only one day.
One day.
And so intervening some function has come.
Yeah.
Today only we came to know that we have to do like that. So tomorrow we take it. Okay.
Tomorrow's class will be postponing it to the next day. That is on Sunday.
Next day, same time.
That is instead of 8th, we will have the third demo class on 9th
9th.
at the same time. From
Same.
8:15 to 8:30, we will have the meditation session, group meditation session from Ananti Madam. And from 8:30 to 9:30, we will have the session of Dr. Shivaramapakar.
Yes. Just like that.
The same timings will continue for the regular classes, which are starting from 13th May onwards. The same 8:15 PM IST, Indian Standard Time. So according to that, you can freeze your calendar. And yes, you can attend these sessions. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Then,
So we'll meet day after tomorrow then.
You communicate to Ananti Madam also.
Yes. We'll be posting the Koteshwara will be posting everything in the WhatsApp group what we have.
Yes,
So everybody will be knowing about it.
Yes. Okay.
So thank you one and all. Thank you for attending these demo sessions, and in future also we will have such sessions. As from 13th onwards, we are starting the regular classes also. So we'll have more and more knowledgeable sessions from Dr. Shivaramappa Garu. This is the level 1 course which we are talking about, and after that we have level 2, and we have teachers training course. So many courses are there, which is a Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy is providing to the entire world. So thank you one and all. Have a nice night ahead. Thank you very much. We'll meet the day after tomorrow. Thank you one and all. Bye. Bye to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Koteshwar Garu, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Please. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, one and all. See you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.